Yes. Big up, guys. Big up, everybody. 2 streams in a day because I don't like rest and I don't like peace and I like torturing myself. But we're here.
You're a hard worker, man.
Changed.org petition.
Hey, Lewis, it's because you're one of the best content creators in the game, man. That's what it is. That's why.
Yeah, it is that.
You are one of the best. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. No one disputes that. You know what I'm saying?
Love for the love. That's like one of the only positive notes of today. Everything else.
You're welcome, man. You gotta give people their flowers while they're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, chat. Give Lewis his flowers, man. Yeah, big up.
What's the matter, Lewis? Why the long face?
I told you congratulations on the 3 points in advance, bro. You can't corn me. I predicted this shit.
I don't care. Well done, mate. Fair play. I wish I had your brains, Lewis. I really wish I did that.
Let Oliver skip score. Fuck me.
It was a banging strike, though.
It was. Yeah, Kepa should have better.
Hang on. What was it?
He should have saved it.
Hang on, wait.
As soon as everything looks like we might get a draw, Poppadom wrists is what it is. Can't say
how much did he cost?
We lost again. If you guys didn't already tell from the 3-hour chaotic stream that came out from before the fight, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all the results of the weekend, and hopefully I'll feel less like killing myself by the end of it. But big up everybody that's locked in.
He's gonna cry in a minute.
Everyone's
cry in a minute. He's gonna cry in a minute.
I have no emotions. I just have nothing. But guys, if you want something, we have pinned a petition in the comment section. No, we have pinned a petition in the comment section. If you want to join the petition to get Graham Potter out of Chelsea Football Club,
link in
the pinned tweet. So check it out.
That's what I'll say at the beginning of the show.
These would be the tears and every single Chelsea fan, and I'm enjoying it right now. I'm drinking it all up.
Yeah,
you got
enjoy yourself, Sam. Enjoy it.
20K is already signed.
I love
trying to get 25K. Sack Graham Potter. Get Graham Potter out.
What website is this? Because we need to back Potter and we need to do.
Oh, a petition! How nice. No, I won't be signing that, Lewis.
Back your own manager, bro. Back Baldy. He just got you a trophy. Bro.
I am backing. Hey, shout out Eric Tenner, but that's not about him right now. We'll get to that.
Do you know what we need to chant, Flawless? Do you know what we need to chant? Ollie in. Ollie to Chelsea.
Oh, yes, I would love that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Nah, to be fair, you might do an all right job.
No, you haven't.
I
spent half a mil in the summer. I'm not in the relegation zone. You keep crying, bruv.
You see, all this, it's just football and karma. You're my brother. Nothing but love for you. But you deserve this.
What do you mean I deserve?
100%. 100%.
You deserve
as usual.
Yo, you got that. You still got. He's not been at my club for the longest, and you still got Ollie in that Looney Tunes picture. You know what I'm saying?
I've just never deleted it.
Why have you still got it? Why?
Yeah, you see, this is what you deserve.
Right.
Just haven't got up to the top of my StreamYard. I've got like 100 pictures in here.
Yeah. Like this is why I used to use that every single time I was on the show on a weekly basis. So this is football and karma.
Now you have your own. I see you on other streams with the money bags, with the cash and the bullshit. Now you can't take the. You can't take it. You can't take it. You can dish it. You can't take it. He named it. He named it. Ladies and gentlemen, this man named it Shameless FC, and the slightest little bit of bad run, and he's I can't do this show. Blah 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 blah. We had to force him. We had to force him to do this.
We are in the relegation zone since Potter joined us, and he's saying there's a bit of a bad run.
No, but you're not though. That's the thing. We're just not.
Lewis,
you're not.
Side note: did you sign the petition?
Yes.
Yeah, he actually did. He actually did. I saw the name on there.
I have to do my bit.
It's okay. Just spend money. Don't worry. You got Lukaku coming back at the end of the season. That's your number 9, bro. RL9. Let's go.
Exactly. Could be worse.
Yeah.
It is already worse.
It's not. You've got 500,000. Don't worry. FFP's not coming.
I got a big thing to say about Chelsea and Liverpool fans this season, man.
Go on, Sam. We might.
No, do you know what it is? Like, you lot are just not in relegation. I know 10 points. It does not look bright, and your form is relegation tendency. I will give you that, but you're not going down. There's teams shitter than you. Yes, you've lost to these shit teams. Yeah. Look at the Premier League table speaks for itself. Currently, right now, there's shitter teams than you. And that's for Liverpool. I don't want to hear this shit about, oh, this is misery. This is horrible. This is pain. I'd swap my misery for your misery. You want to swap, Ryan? I'd happily swap, man. Give it to me right now.
Our standards,
to me.
like our standards. No disrespect, but our standards are higher, innit? Let's be actually.
That's
judging
blatant
by
disrespect,
last
bro. You can't say no disrespect. We're better than you.
No. That's fair enough, and I agree with you. Your standards.
Hang on a sec.
Your standards are higher than ours. I fully accept that, and you've got that bit right. But last season and this season, how can you? It's like you've been on turmoil for like 10 years. It hasn't even been a year. Calm yourself down. You got to calm yourself down. Both you and Chelsea fans, calm yourselves down.
We've got 2 wins in 16.
And we went from chasing the quadruple to being in 8th.
One bad season, my guy. It's one bad season. You don't know what will happen next season. Potter won't be there.
I'm not saying next season. I'm talking about this one. This one, we're a mess. Next season,
you're not going down. Listen,
I do agree that Chelsea are in a relegation battle. I think
where is our next win coming from?
No, Lewis, you are going a bit too far with the whole relegation.
Load the fixtures.
Well, I've asked for 40 points for a month and a half, and we are still 9 points away.
Bro, you've got 14 games to go. There's easily 3 worse teams than you. You'll be all right, man. Let's be. All it takes is a couple of quick wins, and.
I think the issue is the uncertainty of when they're going to win a game.
Better than you. Everton are better than you. They won't get relegated. Don't matter. They're still going to get relegated. That's like Arsenal fans saying to me, "Oh, we beat you twice when we won the league." Doesn't matter. We won the league.
I hope for 40 points, but I need to see us get those 40 points first. I'm completely just lost of hope.
Lewis, you don't need 40 points to stay up. You don't need 40 points to stay up. I said you don't need 40 points to stay up.
Yeah, you're probably right. You'll probably only need like 35 or something.
Yeah, it's normally the mark, but what I'm saying is I think you lot get to like 36, 37 points will keep you lot up.
Oh, so 5 points. We could get 5 draws.
Like you're probably going to finish maybe below 10th. Like that's the most I'd go for.
As much as I'd love to see you like genuinely in a relegation battle, there is
literally
worse than you lot. Like Leeds are worse than you lot. Forest are worse than
Everton.
You lot. Everton are worse
Leicester.
than you lot.
We're not
Leicester are worse than you lot. As much as it like, and yes, your form is relegation form.
West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham as well. You are 2 and 16, and I'd love nothing more than to see you doing fan cams like outside Tranmere's ground, but it's not. It's not going to happen.
You still got to play us at home. Have you seen us our away form this season?
Enzo Fernandez in the Championship with Lukaku.
That's points for you, bro. Like that's one win you can get in the bag. Then, like,
what I will say is, if you do only win 1 game out of your next 14, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, they're in trouble. It depends how many draws they get in that time, though, because draws add up. At the
wow,
it's a winnable run of games.
You've lost more than you've won. That's wow. I didn't actually even realize.
And goal difference as well. They've scored less
goal
than they've conceded.
It's not a surprise, yeah. But I don't know. It's because you've got a fair bit more wins than this lot, and I can't see this lot even getting 8 wins this season. Like especially the ones that are definitely going down. So that's what's just going to keep you up, I think. Like you've just won more games earlier before you got exposed with Potter. And then like mathematically, that still keeps you in the Prem.
I don't know. I mean, you're probably right. There's probably 3 other teams that are worse than us. But as of right now, we look as bad as them. Maybe worse.
Leeds, Bournemouth, Southampton.
That performance today was pathetic. Absolutely.
Leeds, Bournemouth, Southampton go down.
Again. Leeds, Bournemouth, Southampton, you said?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, Leeds are trash, by the way. Leeds are awful. You'll beat Leeds on the weekend. Like, you actually will. They're not a good
Leeds
team.
just beat Southampton, who we lost to.
It's true, but that
Leeds will be doing
they don't
the
have a
double
Ward
over
Prowse
us, by
free
the way.
kick in them. They don't have a set piece take like Ward Prowse, man. That's what
we drew against Spurs in August under Tuchel and then lost 3-0 to Leeds.
Yeah, it's got draw written all over it. That game against Leeds.
But draws in a relegation battle aren't exactly bad at the end of the day. Like,
that game streams 2-1
not
Leeds.
in a relegation battle.
I know they're not, but that's what he's saying.
I am.
I feel like we are.
I was 3 points off the drop.
You're really not.
Yeah, I'm in a relegation battle. In terms of we need to be careful.
I'm not in a relegation battle.
No one.
You're in a relegation battle with FFP, mate. You got 100 charges on your head. That might result in relegation one day.
You're pulling yourself.
Well, I wouldn't speak so early if I were you, Jan. I'll be real.
Listen, in 5 years' time, if we get relegated,
when you're in the championship,
They've been relegated before, haven't they? In our lifetime?
Yeah, no, I don't know why it's a
She
big deal
said,
to them,
she
man.
spoke, that's the
I'll be
first
real.
full sentence she said, and we got to listen, yeah, already. Shameless FC, we back, people. We back.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
taking my kids to the game. Blackburn away. Not bad.
Yo, Blackburn might be in the Prem though. You know, they're not a bad team in the Championship. Right?
Anyway, other than the result, how was your day out at Tottenham, Lewis?
It was fucking shit.
Really?
Good thing is we didn't get jumped by any of the Tottenham fans. They probably felt too bad for us, which shows how low we've seen.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
yeah, pity at Tottenham away. Imagine that ever being the day. Fucking hell. Yeah. Got drunk. That was nice. Had a
Savić up pretty quickly then.
Nice. That was it. Watched a game of football in between that. It was fucking terrible. We lost. And yeah, just left afterwards. Shit performance though. 30-minute FC. And then just shitty game management from Potter. I know what I'm
I can't believe he brought Mason on, but maybe I just haven't watched enough Chelsea games. I don't see why.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring on Mount, and then I'm only gonna bring on Mudryk and Aubameyang when the second goal goes in, so they can try and do some magic with 10 minutes left. You know what else?
I'll tell you what. Towards the end, you got. Sorry, mate. What are you saying?
I was gonna say another thing he's gonna love doing: putting Havertz on for another full 90 just to do nothing.
Wait. When you get relegated, you will have a championship quality striker in Havertz ready to go.
He's not championship quality, but let Lewis get this off his chest. Continue, Lewis. I want to hear this.
It's just Potter in his fucking median game management. Oba coming off the bench, that only says to me that he could have been playing this entire time. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't understand our style of play. I don't understand our patterns of play. We don't have patterns of play. It was just Sterling trying to make something work for the most part. And yeah, it's just shit. 11 individuals. And just some idiot with poor game management managing all of it. And then he's just trying to compare himself to Arteta the whole time. I saw him talking about
Arteta and Klopp.
Not all or nothing. That's what it was.
Now you compared yourself to Klopp as well.
Before the game about watching the All or Nothing documentary. 2 years into Mikel's reign and he's close to getting the sack. People are wanting him out and it's a disaster. Obviously now things have changed a bit.
He did compare himself to Klopp as well though at the end of it.
Now. Sorry, Ryan?
He compared himself to Klopp as well, I heard as well. Like
no, that was Bowley. When they said Fabrizio said it and he said like they're still gonna give Potter time and they're still gonna judge him in years and not months.
I'm sure I heard a quote about Potter saying something about Klopp. I'm sure I did. I might be wrong. It might be
Let me check.
A fake quote. I'm sure I saw something like
it's peak for Potter. He was like the most likable manager as a Brighton manager, and he's like become the biggest clown now. Like everyone's laughing at him.
His stocks were so high, like even in me, like everyone knows that
too big a step up. Man said the boys gave everything again. Like just stop talking, man.
Well, I've got to agree with that. You definitely didn't give everything. I was shocked at how poor you were on the day.
And neither did you. What's even the point?
I think that's the problem with him, though. He's doubling down. Rather than just saying, we're not good enough, he's like trying to make excuses for the players. But it's not making him look good. It's making him look like a shit manager. You know what I mean?
It's literally a real life Ted Lasso.
If your players did give everything, that's even more fucking worrying for you guys. If they did give everything at the end of the day,
that's why we're just such a mess of a club. We got shit players and a shit manager.
I've got to say, Lewis, I was shocked at how poor you were on the day. Like I was genuinely shocked. I was expecting you to get at least a first goal. You know,
Sam, I told you, bro. We're not Chelsea. We're just shit. Like I said, I was coming to Tottenham. That Tottenham, because Dr. Tottenham does not have a vaccine for my football club. He ain't got tablets. He ain't got nothing.
That's a
He's going to come in and he's going to say we're terminal. We're fucked. That's it. And look, 2-0. Disappointing afternoon for the Blues. Same old shit. We're going to go lose to Leeds next week.
A win against... I know, Lewis, you might disagree with me. You might say we did this or that, apparently. But it honestly felt like on the day, it was against 12 men. And to beat 12 men felt extra special. And listen, I know what happened at the start of the season. Yes, Romero should have been sent off. But that's all in the past now.
Yeah. I don't even care. Like, what's
that VAR decision? I don't understand it. Like, if VAR says that that's a red, and then the ref just overturns it like that, that was, I think it was up
the
there.
Ziyech red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that, but he didn't get him in the face, did he?
Well, no, it's definitely a red.
I didn't think it was a red.
Firstly, hang on a sec. Firstly, he did get him in the face, but obviously it was very minimal because let's face it, football is a game of handbags. It's not like rugby. They're not real fights.
It's not as if he punched him or something. Like,
so it's either yes. Go on, Sam. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry. Yeah, I'll just say very quickly. But if we're going to be judging it on past things like Heung-min Son's, when he raises his foot up on Rudiger, which, by the way, I said at the time, that's probably going to be given a red. Then why can't that be given a red? Both passive little digs. One is, raising your studs up. The other one is face contact. So why the rules suddenly become flexible? Like, I even seen Kepa being given a foul because he slipped. That's why it felt like it was 12 men. But honestly, you guys were so shocking that not even the ref could help you on the day with the amount of biased decisions that were going against us. And sorry, Flawless, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, I agree with you. Yes. What is it? Is it a soft red card? Yes. But if you strike someone in the face, you know what I'm saying, no matter the force, when is that not a red card?
So you really just got overturned for no reason.
Yeah.
You got overturned just because of incompetence. That's what it is.
Actually, didn't Martial get sent off?
Yes, I was just gonna say, someone know this. When they packed us at OT, you know what I'm saying? When we had our own Graham Potter, Martial got sent off for the same thing. I can't remember who it was though.
Lamella. No, he should not have been sent off. Like, I thought that was incredibly harsh, but I wasn't.
No, I guess that's what I'm saying is because there wasn't force behind it. I agree that it's a soft red card. But if you strike someone in the face, you can't then start talking about force. So you can hit somebody in the face, but if you just tap them slightly, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like, no. If you strike, we all know this, like, how the rules are. If you strike someone in the face, it's a red card. I'm like, when they overturn that, I'm like, this is just typical of VAR. Similar to when Casemiro got sent off against Palace.
Yeah.
Grab someone around the throat.
And this comment just popped up, which is actually a really good point as well, saying, I'm just curious why he gave the red before going to the screen. That's what was really baffling as well. Like, someone tells you it's a red, but then you want to go check after, then surely you don't do the red first and check for yourself first. Like, who's got the say? Is it VAR lot when they say, that's definitely a red, or the ref? Because I've seen it so many times in the past where the ref goes with what VAR says, but then the ref listens to VAR and then decides to overturn it by actually having a look, whether it was a right or wrong decision. The order of hierarchy on giving the final call is just so confusing. Like, who's doing it then?
I didn't even tell from my angle. I didn't know if it was a red. I didn't know if it wasn't. Got overturned. Turns out it actually was a red. Wouldn't have made a difference. Ziyech was like 10 men anyway. That brother didn't do fucking anything.
The abuse your man was giving him. I watched what's it called? Your fan vlog. And it's when he put the shot wide, the amount of abuse he got from your staff.
Bro, one of my mates next to me was a Ziyech.
I watched the vlog, but I missed that out. What minute was it?
Like, if you just watch, it's towards the end. It's towards the end.
Towards the end. All right.
Yeah, I legit felt bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't rate him, I felt bad for him at that moment. The amount.
Bro, he was good at Ajax.
Yeah, but you know what that is.
He's good for Morocco. Like, I don't know what it is. System thing. I don't know.
Chelsea curse.
There is ability there.
There's ability.
Money is the problem. See what happens.
It's a P&P thing, right? That's what it is.
Damn, he's almost 30.
He didn't have any P&P. I hear you.
He's basically a worse version of Maris.
P&P?
I didn't realise Ziyech was nearly 30. That's mad. I thought he was a bit younger.
Yeah,
wow.
Like a pace and power.
Young.
Imagine if you, with the ability he has, if you just give him pace and power.
He'd be
more effective. Like, if you don't have it at the top, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, Maris, I always use him as the example. He's the only one I know.
He's the kind of main exception.
Yeah,
because even Hazard, when he was in the Prem, he had a little bit of burst of explosiveness about him. Like,
he was quick.
He wasn't slow or anything,
and he was powerful.
Yeah, exactly. He had that burst on him.
We just don't associate with him with that because of how he's built.
No, it's true. It's true.
Big up Midway saying, I hate Jake Paul with a passion. He can hold that. Yeah, Jake Paul. I think
there's going to be a rematch, though.
There'll be a rematch.
Maybe that's why the judges gave the win. I don't know.
It's a split decision, though.
Yeah,
let me know in the
but
chat.
I think the fact that he slipped though, not slipped, got knocked down. I think that's a bit of a disgrace on Tommy Fury himself, and the fact that it lasted all 8
It looks
rounds.
a slip to me. I can't lie. It looks a slip.
I just think it's not a good win from Tommy, but hey ho.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Gets money for it and another fight. It's all a load of bollocks these days anyway.
Yeah, not that deep. Midway also says, imagine you are a player and the manager says the boys. Just imagine working for Potter.
Because he one of the lads, man. He's trying to feel like there's no boss, man. Like, we all in this together, man.
You're like that cool supply teacher. What's up, kids? How are you doing, my guys?
And they're just like, how are you still employed? Still here after 2 weeks.
You know where I reckon Potter goes to after this? Because he'll get sacked by Chelsea soon, innit? It's only a matter of time. Like, I think he'll go West Ham because they'll sack Moyes soon as well. So I think they'll get Potter in there. Because I think that's a club that will suit him as well. Like, he's shown he's nowhere near good enough.
Maybe you lot will sack Klopp and then
he goes
you have your
West Ham.
Graziano Potterino.
I think West Ham need a certain kind of player, and so Graham Potter needs a certain kind of player, and he doesn't have that at West Ham.
No, there are some good players at West Ham though. That's
not my question. That's not my point. He has a certain way of playing with Moyes, and Potter's style and Moyes' style are two completely different players.
No, but that's the problem. Moyes brought players, some of them like Paqueta, who don't fit his style. They probably suit a Potter more than what he suits Moyes. Like a Paqueta, I don't even think he's that great, but he's a good enough player at the end of the day for like a West Ham. So, and a Benrahma as well, who I think is more of a Potter player than
that's two, but in general, there's not too many.
I can see Potter doing well.
Sure. I mean, you pull up this tape. There's not a lot. There's not a lot that Potter's got to work with in terms of the style of player that he wants. You look at that starting lineup. I'll give you Benrahma. Bowen can be another one. I'll just put it on screen, Lewis.
But he'll be gone.
Suchek,
Suchek is not. No, Suchek ain't good.
Suchek isn't a thingy. Kufal really isn't a player that's Potter's kind of player. Aguerd, I don't know enough about. Ogbonna, no. Paqueta, maybe. Rice gets into any teams. That's different. So I don't know what. Then what? Antonio, no.
He's got some players to work with. Skamaka will do all right as well.
Maybe Bowen as well. Maybe.
Bowen,
the only ones there, Bowen, Benrahma, and there's not too many, man. So I see your point, but it doesn't. For me, it doesn't work. West Ham,
but then you get to
takes the pressure off a bit to go from Chelsea to West Ham. But then you get to the summer
and you buy players who. What manager goes into a team and you've already got his ready-made players there for him at the end of the day? He's the summer.
I get what Ryan's saying. He has enough
there. But there's an idea, there's an identity there, and it's not like. Sorry, brothers.
No, I was just gonna say I get what Ryan's saying. You won't hear that a lot, but yeah, I get what he's saying in regards to he's spot on here. He has. If Potter was to take over West Ham, they have enough there that he could get a tune out of them, and then you get rid of a couple players and add. Because he's got 4 or 5 there. That's enough.
And West Ham has started to spend some money as well. They spent some last summer as well. So if they continue and they enable Potter to get the players that he wants, and it's that sort of level of club where it's not a top 6 club where Potter's just shown he's nowhere near good enough for a top job. That's the sort of club that suits him, I think, a West Ham, to be honest with you. So I think I can see him going there because, like I said, Moyes will get sacked soon, I reckon, and Potter will definitely get sacked soon. So I think I can see him at West Ham soon. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm. I can't see it, man. I can't lie. That team for me, there's a few players, and I know that, but the way that Moyes plays football and the way that Potter plays football are two very different. And this team has been designed for Moyes to play football, and it's not like they've got.
But that's not working, bro. It's not working. He's grown stale at the end of the day. There's always a certain ceiling that David Moyes reaches at a club, and he reached it already. He can't take him any higher, and from then the only way is down at the end of the day, and that's what's happened. He's grown stale, and they need to get rid of him. I know they won yesterday, but they've been shit all season. West Ham, like that's the thing. They just need to get rid of him.
They don't need to get rid of him yet. Get rid of him after we play them on Wednesday.
No, I'm saying just from their point of view, like they should really sack him.
I'm talking from my point of view. I hate you, but yeah, I'm just saying don't put that energy out. But I hear what you're saying.
Why do you hate West Ham so much?
No, it's not hate West Ham. We play them on Wednesday. I don't need to play in a new manager.
Yeah. If you with a new manager bounce.
Yeah, new manager bounce. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see them new man. Yeah, that's nah. No.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, Chelsea is shit. We're gonna lose to Leeds next week.
Hey, cheer up, Lewis, man.
Hey man, I'll be there for Mudryk 1 game away from the 007. I'll be there, bro.
Fuck Mudryk. We're about to get 007 as a football club, let alone.
Okay, man. That Mudryk 007 is gonna hit, man. I can't lie. I can't wait.
What is he at now?
Yeah, memed on by Chelsea, by Liverpool fans this season.
He's on 6.
Yeah, he's got 1 more game.
Fucking
Will he even start that game?
No, they'll probably bench him and just bring him on for the last 5 minutes.
I just remember that gas after his first game away to us, where he was up against 37-year-old James Milner, and he got so much gas, bro.
Bro, do you know
I know
how
the standards for your
malnourished we
attackers are low in it, but
exactly
Malnourished. You man has spent $500,000.
Yeah, and that was the first time I've seen someone beat 2 men successfully in a Chelsea shirt in about 3 years.
Bro, those 2 players he beat were Milner and Gomez.
You've still got the players for it. Sterling's good enough for it. Ziyech is good enough. These players are good enough to do that. You're just Chelsea curse.
Ziyech can't take players.
Ziyech can't take on a man for shit. Sterling's take on stats.
He did it in the World Cup.
Sterling's take on stats this season for us have been hideous. Havertz's take on stats
That's
for us
Chelsea. That's not a player's problem. That's a Chelsea problem.
No,
it's a problem when you try and buy your way out of problems.
That's literally an individualistic trait. Take-ons. That's your own ability. You can't take
it internationally. They do it for internationally.
Ziyech doesn't. No, all Ziyech does for Morocco is get the ball and whip it in. He doesn't beat plays for Morocco.
Passing, not his take-ons.
Yeah, it's more for his.
He did it for Ajax. He's capable of doing it. The problem is when they try and spend
even at Ajax, he never beat players like that.
That's how long ago?
Still,
Ziyech ain't that sort of player.
Football's what are you doing now? Business. What are you doing now?
Of course, but he's still capable of it. My thing is, look at Lukaku, good player, came to Chelsea, didn't work out. You try and spend money to get out of problems. Hold that, bruv. It ain't working. Your business model.
I think your thing is just you're bitter about the amount of money being spent, and that's fair enough. That's fair.
Not really.
I mean,
not
it's the
really.
only point that you're
you
bringing
spend
out.
this amount of money, and they're this shit.
Hold that. That's all it is.
No.
Like, I get it. Like from a Leicester to Chelsea standpoint, I get it. But like, I'm not talking about the money.
We've not spent that much, but it's not the point. It's just that you're trying to buy your way out of problems, and it blatantly isn't working. And what is the solution? The solution is going to be keep buying yourself out of problems.
I mean, we've been overdue a rebuild anyway, though. In spite of whether Potter was in charge, Tuchel or whatever, we've still been overdue a rebuild.
But in the future, what are you going to do? You're going to try and build it out and go into another. You're going to try and spend more money, spend you out of the problem once again. And it's not going to. There needs to be time and investment that's needed in the team. You've bought certain players in, and they haven't looked good so far. You've got to be able to find another way around than just here's a problem. Let's solve it with money. Here's a problem. Let's solve it with money.
That's just the way football is. It is money at the end of the day. You just have to spend the money right, which you could say Chelsea haven't been doing over the years. But money is needed now. At the end of the day, that's the age football's in now. We need money now. Then we need money. It's just about spending it right, which is what Chelsea ain't done. But you can't compete at the top now and get back to the top without spending money anymore. Those days are gone. They went a long time ago.
Even under Bowley, I don't think we've spent in the wrong way. I think it's just the guy who's in charge of it all just isn't good enough.
It's just been a bit
signings, I'm not that pissed off about. Like, who's the only real bad one we've made is probably Koulibaly. That's it. Other than that, like, I don't really have any issues with any of the new players that we brought in. It's the manager and the players that are still here. And we're going to get rid of those players and use that money to bring in other
Cucurella
players. Have a better team as a result. Cucurella has issues off the pitch. I'm not too fussed with him. His performance ain't been good enough, but I'll give him time. Same with all of them. Like, it's just Koulibaly that's like, he ain't good enough. He's 31 years old. He's now a 5th choice centre-back. It is what it is. We wasted.
Yeah, you got a good collection of centre-backs. I'll give you that. Like,
defensively, it's not even our issue. I'm not even going at the defence for today.
Yeah, your defense weren't too bad at the end of the day. You need a goalkeeper, obviously, but it's mostly in midfield and attack. To be fair, like you brought Enzo, but you're playing him out of position, like just because you got rid of Jorginho.
It's not our only DM to Arsenal.
That was stupid. And he's actually balling out there as well. He's a good player, so don't know. Like, put Jorginho in a possession-based team. Look what happens. Like, it weren't rocket science.
Is what it is. Is what it is. But the biggest issue is Potter. Still.
Yeah.
because he's the one in charge of all of this. It's him with the media in-game management and just the questionable lineups in general. Like Koulibaly on the pitch, even though he had a good game, I'm thinking, why have you benched Badiashile? What? Just
that was a bit weird.
Because if that's the case, then why have we put fucking Koulibaly on when we had to take him off at halftime because he was on a yellow card and is a walking red whenever he's on a yellow. Ziyech on the right, Havertz up top again. This guy has a fetish with starting Havertz and playing him for a full 90 minutes, even though he does absolutely nothing. Ziyech already said. Silva injured, just whatever, as in like our season isn't already bad enough, but whatever, we move. And yeah, it's just gonna be shit. It's just gonna be shit this season. Where are we going next? Leicester Arsenal. Neil, we'll go to you. From a Leicester perspective.
Go to Cam first.
Is Cam even here? He's been on mute.
Cam, you there, bro?
Yeah. I'm just feeling a bit like shit right now. I'm gonna lie.
No, me too. Me too. Don't worry.
A man's ill in it, so
no worries. Yeah. Like if you need to bounce, then do your thing. But just tell us your thoughts on the game.
Well, I didn't watch it through and through, both, because obviously I'm working. But I'm not even. Do you know what? Yeah. No disrespect to Leicester, that was like the most comfortable 1-0 win I've ever seen in my life. Like. I've never seen a more comfortable win ever. Like, because I think we should have had like 2-3 goals, to be honest with you. Like that refereeing, oh my god, like it's not even hidden. I'm not gonna go on about it, bro. Like it's not even fucking hidden against us anymore, bro. It's like it's every week in your face against us now. I'm not trying to be one of them. Oh, VAR refs against that. I don't have to say it, bruv. You literally can see it, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. Some of the decisions, like, one week it's a foul, but the next week it's not. Do you get what I mean? That same thing will happen. Right? So they're giving the foul on Ben White. Yeah. But let's go back earlier in the season. When man like Ramsdale was getting held back, but that wasn't a foul apparently. Huh? And my man was getting held back blatantly, like he was getting held. Whereas Ben White did a little tug. I'm just getting I'm getting sick and tired of.
Is it campaign against Arsenal then?
I'm not saying it's campaign against Arsenal. It's not just Arsenal happens to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say, oh, it's only Arsenal. You see it every week in most games right now. But like, with Arsenal, it's like not even one little silly decision anymore. It's like fucking 4 or 5 decisions every game now. It's like, and even if it's with Arsenal or for Arsenal, like I'm not going to even sit here and say, oh, none have gone against everything's gone against us, because if you look back at the Brentford game, yeah, I mean their goal should have been ruled out of offside, but they should have had a goal regardless in the first half, if we're being really honest about it, because that was one of the softest fouls I've ever seen given against Brentford. So they should have had a goal, but we luckily got that disallowed from VAR. So it's not like they always against us, but if you're gonna rate it on a scale, it's like 70-30 against us. Do you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
75-25 against us. I'm just sick and tired of watching this fucking jokes, bro. Like, we're meant to be the best league in the world, and every week there's a problem with the refs or VAR, and it's happening in a few games week now. I'm not just saying it's Arsenal games. You know what I mean? It's actually happening in like 4 or 5 games a week now.
I thought we were still 8th. Fuck.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's fucking.
Yes,
it's actually fucking ridiculous.
Europe, here we come.
But yeah, man. Obviously, I'm happy we won anyway. Come on, still top of that league. I don't know how, but fucking hell, still top of that league.
And we're actually
You're
getting
still
to
top of the
last
league
10
because you're a
games
very
this
good
season.
team.
I hate that.
We're 2-6 now. We're 2-6. Come on. 2-6
Yo,
in
Cam,
Feb.
I
Come
told you
on.
not to overreact a couple of weeks ago. I mean, that was just a blip.
Coming from
Listen,
you,
like
Ryan.
I said,
Overreacting is your
Yeah,
second
but it's
name.
better when it comes from. I'm a neutral in this.
No, it's not.
I kind of want Arsenal to win it, innit? But like,
It's not better when it comes from you.
No, but
listen,
I told them not to
you must be the
overreact
only
because
fan that's a rival that wants
Arsenal were
Arsenal
due a
to
little
win.
bit of
I
a
respect
blip.
that.
No, but Arsenal have been so
Disgraceful.
good this season. They're always going to have a little bit of a blip. So, but they're back to
There you
form.
go, Ryan. By the way.
Yeah, Conference League spot.
Who's Arsenal's game in hand? Is it Everton? Or is it City?
Yeah.
Is it Everton or City?
Who's
Everton.
game
Who's
in
that?
hand?
We
Arsenal.
just played out because we had 2 games in hand over United. That's City, sorry. And City was one of our games in hand.
Just getting Leicester in. There you go. That makes a difference.
So
Newcastle with 2 games in hand. That's a bit worrying.
no, but wait, no. I'm not even saying that because after we play on Wednesday, obviously we have the same games as City, but then United have got a game in hand over City and United. Arsenal.
Oh yeah, who's their
Well,
game?
people, listen. I'm not saying United are gonna win the league yet, but I'm not saying it, bruv. But I'm just saying to you lot now, innit? Like, just be worried about these guys.
I don't think United will win the league because I just.
I'm not
think
saying no,
as well as
right. I'm not saying they're gonna win the league. I'm just saying, don't rule them out. They are definitely the dark horse right now.
I know
like,
what you mean.
I get
can't
where
fully
Flawless
rule
is
them
coming
out,
from.
but-
I know where they. I know, like, if they do fall short, which they might fall short. Yeah, I understand why they fall short because it was what Flawless has said.
Yeah,
They're like a depth in that. But listen, anything can happen. It's still
I know what you mean, but I just think Arsenal
14 games to go. You still got FA Cup fixtures coming up. You got
Arsenal
European fixtures coming up. If all these men end up going through in Europe, do you know what I mean? It's gonna get tricky, man. Games are just gonna get coming thick and fast, man.
I still trust
anything can
Arsenal
happen, man. Anything can happen, man.
I still trust Arsenal and City to maybe put maybe slightly more consistent runs than United together. Just Arsenal, I just think they're still. When I watch Arsenal and City, I still feel like they're still better than United. But even though United are doing very well, to be fair, and that's not even me being bitter. Like, I know I'm not ruling out United for the title fully, but I don't know. I just feel like I just don't think they'll do it.
Listen, look, it's like what Flawless says, isn't it? If we come back on game 30-31 and United are still like what fucking 5-6 points behind, and that's it. But like he says, that's 2 games.
Yeah, it's
Arsenal in them last 8 games have got to play about. They got to play Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Newcastle away. It's a tough fixture.
I think United got Newcastle away as well.
Do you know what I mean? We still got big games, bruv. We still the reason why I was so upset, was because if Arsenal were really serious about winning this league, we could not afford to drop points to the likes of, and this is no disrespect to Everton or Brentford or anything like that, but we could not afford to drop points to the likes of them, knowing how the back end of our season ends. Especially if Arsenal do progress further into the Europa League.
But then
do you know what I mean? They might get knocked out next round. They might go on to the semis, quarters, whatever. It doesn't matter. So there's always the added notion for Arsenal. There still might be an extra 2 games if they get through these 2 games in the Europa League. Do you get what I mean? So anything can happen, man. Like,
in terms of United for the title, if Arsenal do screw up and go on a bad run, you still got City there, haven't you? Like, I know City aren't as good as what they have been in past years, but
City
still back them to beat
City about to
United
go on fucking domination now, bro. What? I said it in the group chat.
Right.
God
I'd
willing.
still back City to edge United out in the title race if it came to it, to be honest. So that's why I don't think United will win the league as well, because you've got 2 teams they have to beat to it, not one. So
No, I'm not saying no. That's that. Obviously, if it was just Arsenal right now,
yeah,
on a Liverpool charge, and then United was just somehow sneaking up behind us,
yeah,
then yeah, that I understand. That. Obviously, City are always there. That's why I always say, look, the likelihood of United not winning it obviously is there because of it's not just Arsenal, but it's also City.
yeah.
And there's always, and I've always said it. It's not always. It's not with Arsenal. It seems to be. When, not if.
Yeah,
What happens if Arsenal drop points? It's not like that. It's like what happens when Arsenal drop points.
Yeah.
Then where are they going to be? You know what I mean? That's what happens with Arsenal on a yearly basis, and that's why I was so upset.
Well, haven't you had that already? Just a few weeks ago.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was saying. Like that's why I was so upset at the start of February. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm thinking, fam, you went what 0-4, and them 0 and all right. If you're going just Premier League 0-3, I was just adding the City FA Cup game because we should, bruv. I'm not being funny. If we're being serious as an Arsenal Football Club, we need to have a backup trophy there at least. You get what I'm saying? Like the FA Cup's like being Arsenal's backup trophy for the last 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? That's just being our backup trophy. And that's not me trying to disrespect the name of the FA Cup, because the FA Cup, the historic value the FA Cup holds is second to none. Do you know what I mean? So it's the longest running cup in the world, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely in England. So I know there's that, but because we're the ones that has won it the most. So when you look at it on that sense, it's like, well, Arsenal do quite well in this cup competition. So that was all. That's what I'm saying. It's like our backup. So, but to be knocked out, like I said, yeah, we played well against City, but it's the fact that we got knocked out. It's like, well, the likelihood of us winning the trophy now has just got a lot more harder.
Well, I mean, you got a better chance than we do. That's for certain.
Listen, you can hold that, bruv. Listen, after the 2-3 years I've known you and the smoke you've given me as an Arsenal fan personally, I mean, I know it's not been as bad. I know it's not been as bad as some Arsenal fans out there. I understand that, yeah. But listen, you can personally hold that. Hold that. If you end up in a relegation battle as Chelsea Football Club, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I'm not saying you're gonna get relegated, but I'm laughing. You're 9 points off 40 points, bro.
Hey, you're putting me through.
Huh?
This season's shit. No, I hear you, man. This is your time.
Stop blaming someone else. Take the L.
Just get me my 40 points. We're gonna have a celebration stream when we get there. And the man signed out. I'm signed out. I'm big up Rex saying, do you think there's pressure from the board for Potter to play a back four? If we do sack him, would you prefer an interim or long-term appointment? Long-term if it's there, but I just don't care. Someone who can steady the ship a little bit. I don't know, because Potter usually prefers a back five, so I don't know why he's doing a back four.
Yeah, that surprised me a bit.
We were better when we played a back five under Potter. I don't get it.
He doesn't know his own starting 11. That's the problem.
You don't know his starting 11. You don't know who to bring off the bench. You don't even know what he's saying when he goes into the press room. It's just, it don't make sense. This guy makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. But whatever. Chelsea.
Do you know who I think would be a great appointment for Chelsea? Pep Linders. I think he'd be an excellent appointment for Chelsea.
Come back and Ryan chatting shit. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
energetic, passionate.
Business as usual.
And we're back.
Some things never fucking
exactly.
Tell you what, Potter out, but not
be afraid of the pressure.
You know what? I'm glad I said what I said before this guy come back and start chatting.
Right, just before we move on, Neil, I know you got to bounce. So, what was your thoughts from a Leicester perspective?
It was shocking. Basically, that's the long and short of it. Defensively, we're actually quite good. Arsenal were there for the taking. We didn't take it. It was defensively. There was a few of our new signings. Christensen was fantastic. It kept Saka quiet, especially in the second half, which is not something that a lot of Premier League players say they can do. Harry Souttar looks like he's growing into the game. He's basically a Harry Maguire on steroids. I'm just fantastic, like in all sorts of ways. So apart from that, going forward, everything was starved. Ian Asher was starved. Barnes was starved of service. Tete, we set up for a draw, which was fine for the first 45 minutes, but you need to then change it and go at Arsenal, because after 60 minutes, similar to what I was saying against Man United last week, where it was Man United took their foot off the gas and they went, easy game. We can comfortably ride this out. Same against Arsenal, but the thing is, we didn't really turn up first half. Defensively, we were solid. Going forward, there was nothing. We created no chances. We did nothing. Brendan Rodgers, again, this is a good Arsenal side. You're coming into this game thinking, right, 1-0, you'll take that. But it was the manner in which you lose, and we offered absolutely nothing going forward. I think we had one shot on target, 2 shots on target maybe, and the first one came in the 70th minute, and that's because Arsenal dropped off and they go, let's see what you got. And we offered nothing. Attacking wise, it's like our mentality is in the floor. It genuinely. Brendan Rodgers isn't back to where we were, but it was almost like, yeah, we're inviting pressure. Yeah, they're going to score. And you could see Arsenal were not at the races. They should have. I've seen them dominate teams, and they should have dominated us, but they just weren't. The final pass was off. The pasture play wasn't working, and every time we countered them, there wasn't enough players going forward. So I don't know, man. Look, this month in February is going to be hard. Again, we had Aston Villa, we had Tottenham, we had obviously Man United, and we had Arsenal. It was going to be a tough game. We've got 6 points where I thought we were going to get 0. However, look, we're going to just stay dry, stay up. The next run of games is quite easy. So I'm just looking forward to that. And just another, Ben.
Oh, you got Southampton and Chelsea next. That's what you meant.
Hey, two tough games, man. 2 tough games.
And then after that, I forgot.
I'll see you in Leicester. I'll see you in Leicester.
Oh, man, that's the thing. I didn't realise I'm out that day. I'm pissed.
Oh, well, why am I even bothering?
Why is it a Saturday? Why is it a Saturday or Sunday? You lot play Chelsea,
Saturday.
Leicester?
He won't see you in Leicester then.
Nah,
are you going?
Neil and I have to watch Chelsea. We're like, what's the fucking point?
It's Saturday. Are you rolling out, Lewis? Never mind. Talk to you off stream. Never mind.
I'll give you a shout. I probably will need to.
Yeah, it might be a shout, yo, to pull up to Leicester.
Little shameless link up.
This is what's good about living up north ways, because like they're not actually too far. I remember when I lived in Liverpool, bro, it was never too far to get to Leicester or Leeds or Manchester. It was always one little change journey away, you know.
Yeah, Leicester's like
the £10 ticket, and that if you know, you know.
Leicester's brilliant because for away games, we're literally in the middle of the country and we're near the M1, so it's easy to get to pretty much anywhere. You just it's like center of a pizza kind of thing. Just reach out to everywhere. It's pretty easy. So you're not doing like those Bournemouth down to Newcastle kind of trips, which is just fucking horrendous.
Yeah, Jesus
Christ. So yeah, ours is quite good, and we're decent night out, decent away. So yeah, Leicester's not too bad. I'm just gutted that I can't be there on the 11th. I've had something booked up for like 3 months, and I didn't realize it would fall on that date, and I'm pissed. But yeah, have a good time, man. Otherwise I would have been there. Trust me. If not, if you're still there, I think I should be back around evening time. So if you still want a night out, let me know.
Yeah, if we pattern something, I'll let you know.
Maybe a shout, you know.
Have a talk.
Maybe a shout.
Put it this way: if they lose to Leicester, this guy's just going to come home, do his review, and go to bed probably.
I mean, you're also not wrong there, but we'll figure out.
We lost to you last time. Don't know how.
Yeah, but we were
still
good.
Lost.
We were good.
No, you weren't. Second half, you were shambolic. You were down 10 men, remember? No, 2-1.
Oh, yeah.
That one. I was going to say, I was like, come on, Lewis.
Yeah. Sorry, they're 2 good times. I don't know what I was thinking of. But yeah, we were shit. We were shit then. Even you were down to 10 men. Chelsea, that.
And you still won.
It's not going to happen this time. But I hope I'll be 3 points closer to 40. Vital 3 points. We don't get that a lot.
Me too, man. Me too. And you're still shit, and you're still 6 points ahead of us.
That'll be 3 points.
You know what's so much?
Zero,
Even when
that could
Arsenal,
be 0 points by the time we play. Or after
Lewis,
we play.
Lewis, you know what's so much?
Lose to
Even when
Leeds,
I was
lose to you, we're level. It's that easy.
Lewis, you know what's so much? Even when Arsenal went through their muddy years, especially when we went like what was it, 1-9 in Arteta's first full season, yeah. I never once said, "Oh, we're in a relegation this," or "Just get me to this point," so just get me to that, and I'll be happy. Even I still had a little bit more expectation than that from my club, bro. Like, this is mad. Like, the expectation you hold for your club is so low for
You know
that.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was
Where
50.
That was when
he smashed the microphone from Saar.
I'm on relegation.
Yeah.
Literally a moment of WWE, the way he snatched the mic.
He did,
as
yo.
well.
It's like the Rock snack. It's like when the Rock used to
100%,
snack it off the coach or somebody like that. Yeah, it's the same shit. Same vibes.
Yeah.
100%.
Don't worry, Lewis, man. It's only
Don't worry,
one
man. We're here
or
for you,
two
man.
seasons,
We're here for you, man. Don't worry about it.
maybe 3 or 4.
To be fair, you called the
Hopefully
show
10,
Shameless FC. This
maybe
is on
20.
you.
But you know,
I
it's all right,
know.
man.
You know what?
No,
Like,
I set up the stream. I could have just gone bed straight after my one, but I was like, you know what? Fuck
you know
it.
what?
I'm
You could have
here.
given me the login. I
I'm
would have ran it. You know what I'm saying?
no,
I got it.
like,
Yeah.
I'll
That would've-
Yeah,
You're back,
because
man.
this is your weekend, bro. This is your
I ran
weekend. You won
Saeed's
the...
channel. I would have ran
Well,
yours, fam. You know what I'm saying? I ran the show on Saeed's channel. I would have done the same.
Oh, you did
thing,
the
my brother.
podcast?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the Unfiltered podcast. Yeah.
Big up, man.
No, I'll give it a
Oh,
watch.
he's flawless. Can we just give Flawless his flowers? I see him on Troops. Is it a weekly show now on Troops with Troops?
Nah, it's not a weekly thing. You just shouted me in it. This is a special guest appearance.
That's
Bruh.
still sick. Congratulations, man.
Hey,
Going
Flores,
up in the
man.
world.
I'm telling you, what did I
Honestly,
say, fam?
Appreciate it, man. Love. Shout out Troops. You know what I'm saying? He a real
Yeah,
one.
big up
I
Troops,
told you, Flawless, man.
Yeah, you did, fam. You did. 100%. You did. But
Yeah, but flawless as well. So big weekend for you, man. You won the Carabao Cup and all of that. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Carabao.
I'm surprised this guy ain't drunk or anything.
Didn't he play centre back for Liverpool?
That is a fantastic slander name. I'm gonna use that next year if we don't win it. That is great.
Yeah, no worries, bro. What was your thoughts on winning the Caribbean Cup and everything?
Yeah, shout out the Caribbean. Just please, you know what I'm saying? I expected it. I thought we were better than Newcastle. I've been saying for the longest on this show, all of the live streams I've done about the importance of Manchester United targeting the Carabao Cup for obvious reasons. First and foremost, not winning a trophy in 6 years. Secondly, it being Ten Hag's first season as well, and how important we've seen Fergie do it, we've seen Pep do it, we've seen Mourinho do it in terms of targeting that competition.
Troops just asked me for the pod again. I say less. That's that.
Yeah, man, go jump on. And then yeah, I was saying the importance in it being a platform for success. But as for the game, yeah, I was confident. I've been confident because our form has been very good. You know what I'm saying? Until our form's been very good and our results have been great over a long period of time. No matter who plays, who's injured, whoever we're playing, I'm confident, legit going into every game. Because we actually have a manager who's managing. I'm saying, and he lied when he said he can't perform magic. Because I'm seeing players I don't rate doing the business. Like Wan-Bissaka came on at halftime, was incredible in the game. And we were even at our best during the match. Newcastle, you could argue, were the better side, but I've watched a lot of them recently. As good as they are defensively, they can't score goals. I think they've drew 7 out of their last 8.
In the final third, they were dog shit, bro. It was pissing me off.
Like they've been, but the thing is, I've watched them. If you watch them, because I've been doing, I was like, all right, let me do the up watch and watch Newcastle for all the hype. If you look, I think they played 23 matches in the league. I think they drew 12. They drew over.
Yeah, they've lost 2 against us and drawn a lot.
Yeah, they've drawn a lot.
They were winning 1-0 and then they were like drawing 1-1. Like they weren't even drawing. You know, like when teams draw and it's like 3-3, 2-2, 4-4. It wasn't like that. It was like 1-1. They did get a 3-3 against Man City, but that was way back at the start of the season. That was time ago. So yeah,
in regards to it,
Newcastle have still gone up levels.
Oh yeah. I'm not taking anything against Eddie Howe.
I just want to give the context of
give them the
fantastic season for them, regardless.
They're doing it us in terms of overachieving. They should not. No one was expecting them to be battling out currently for a Champions League spot. And I think they'll definitely get into Europe, whether that's Champions League or whether that's Europa League, which is a great start for them. And props to Eddie Howe. And you can see where they need to improve. Very similar to us, we've overachieved so far. Someone would have said, because I said at the start of the season, give me 5th or 6th and a Carabao Cup now, and I'm cool with that. And then especially after the first 2 opening games, I was like, give me 7th or 8th. and a Carabao Cup, and I'm cool with that. But the turnaround has been incredible, and that's props to Ten Hag, props to the players. It was a big week because we had Barcelona before that, and this could have been a week from hell. We legit could have went out of Europe and lost the Carabao Cup final in the space of 3-4 days, which would have been absolutely horrific. And people are forgetting that. So to beat Barcelona and then show up,
that was Ole that would have happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Ole would have happened.
Yeah. And Christensen, he was good in that game. I wanted to like crash on him, but I'm like, right, he was good. So yeah, just happy, man, to get the first trophy. And I've said this, we're on for a treble. Do I think we win all 3? No, but I think we win 2. I think
you said Christensen, bro, by the way.
Yeah, Christensen was good. Christian
Eriksen.
No, he's injured. He's injured, actually, so it's not Eriksen.
Christensen, there's another one.
No, AC, man. You're talking about AC.
Danish Maldini, bruv.
The pregnant one.
My Flawless wanted to crash on him and he couldn't even.
Yeah, I still don't know who they talk. I still don't know who to talk about now. Some next random youth, bro.
Me too, Cam. Me too, Cam.
They're just talking about some next random youth called Christian.
That is my only joy left in this sad world that we call football.
I thought I was living under.
It's all right.
Christian joined Man United.
I don't even have Hazard because
me too.
Because he said past the Christians, but I expected us, everyone more so with that. I expected us to beat Barcelona. I expected us to get past Newcastle, despite them having 8 days off, despite knowing they're going to be the fresher team, despite injuries. Like, our team is not, like, on paper, the best, but we still managed to churn out results. Like I said, we were second best for long periods of time during that game, but Ten Hag subs again. His subs made a difference. Our big players stood up. Our better players that I'm always banging on about. Like, it's on them to step up. Our 4 most important players in Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, and Rashford all had good games, especially the first 3 I named. All had very good games. And yeah, man, that's why we did the business. But yeah, big up Neil every single time. So yeah, I think
big up my guy. Always been real.
See you later.
I think it's just
big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah, every time, Neil, love, man. It's just the start of something. What's it called? I'm just looking at it and going, this could be the start of something great.
Something new.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I can't believe I'm sat here talking about how many trophies are we gonna win? How the season?
Hey, Flawless, have you got stick or bantered or anything like that for celebrating the trophy? Like, oh, you're already celebrating.
Of course, but
listen, can I say this? I said it on Twitter earlier, and I'll say it now. Yeah, I can relate. As much as I don't want to, and I'm pissed off that United won it. But congratulations, obviously. I can relate why United fans right now are over the moon about just getting a trophy in itself. Because if you're old enough as an Arsenal fan, you're like me. We went through a 9-year trophyless drought, losing in 3 finals.
I remember
in that 9 years. One of them being to Birmingham City, who got relegated that same fucking season.
And we relegated them. That's the thanks we give them.
So I know what it feels like to go so long just without a trophy in general. When Arsenal won that FA Cup in 2014, yeah, because I was used to seeing Arsenal winning the Prem. Well, I see Arsenal win. I won't say 3 because I'm not old enough to remember the 98 one too well, because I was only like 5, 6, and I wasn't really too watching football like that every week. You know, I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was more into Batman. Shit like that. But anyway, but I remember 2002 100%, and I remember 2004. Like everything after about 2000, I remember everything. Well, not every game to detail, obviously, but you know what I mean. I remember them seasons, and in them seasons, I grew up. I grew up to Arsenal winning trophies, mainly the FA Cup and the Premier League. So for me, when I went through that. After 2005, from 2006, when we lost the Champions League final, we went into 2007 and lost the Carling Cup final before it became the Carabao Cup, to Chelsea, and then we went about 3, 4, however long it is, 4 years, got to Birmingham, got to the final against Birmingham, lost to them. They got relegated that same year, and then we finally got to another final. And when we fucking won that FA Cup final, I remember I celebrated like we won everything that day because it was just like the relief of actually lifting a trophy again.
See, in a way, even though I'm speaking as someone who supports a club that hasn't won anything for 15 years, I can kind of relate with that because we're living in that current moment right now. And it makes it like even more irritating because we've actually been close, like literally a stone throw away from winning that stuff on multiple different occasions. And then it just goes building up, where the pressure gets even bigger the more years we leave of not winning a trophy. Like how many trophies was it? Just one? No, we've won two League Cups in my lifetime. I think we beat Leicester in a Worthington Cup final, as it was called back then, the League Cup.
You taking it back? Yeah, it was Worthington.
Yeah. And then obviously we beat Chelsea, which I was there for. Actually, wait, was I there for both? No, I couldn't have been there for both. It doesn't matter. I was there for at least one of them. And I remember that moment, you know, even though I was like 11 or something. I don't know. I can't even remember how old I was. But I remember that moment. I might not remember my age, but I remember that moment. And at that brief moment, it's like, oh, I actually thought to myself, I could actually get used to this site. I want to see more of it.
100%.
15 years later, here I am. I've seen us play. I traveled to Madrid to see us play in a Champions League final. I've seen us at Wembley, I think, twice or 3 times after since then. And, you know, if/when, whichever way you want to go, I'm going with if. But if we do win a trophy, be it in League Cup or FA Cup or whichever, then honestly, I think that the reaction, other people will be saying the exact same thing, that this reaction is OTT, but these years build up when you literally win fuck all.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Like, I knew it was gonna be like the jokes, and that's why I even like tweeted out and was like, "Yo, United fans, don't watch rival fans. Concentrate on that. I don't care what rival fans say when we're bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have zero. I don't even care too tough about what my own fan base says, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna enjoy this because we haven't won a trophy in so long. The fact that we could have near on, if we win 3 out of 4 competitions we're in, that's near on a perfect season. There's no more we could have done, and we potentially have the chance to have a 9.9, well, a 9.5 out of 10 season if we win 3
maybe a title race.
Maybe a title race. You can hope, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if we win our next 6, yes, I said this. If by 30 games we've won our next 6, because Liverpool's the next one, then I go, all right, we're in the title race. But I'm looking at the FA Cup.
Let's go.
If I'm looking at the FA Cup, I'm looking at the Europa League. We got past Barca. I'm saying a team that everyone was like, oh, you're not going to get. They're not that good. People are getting gassed up. They're Barcelona.
They're not the same Barca.
That's my point, Sam. Like, they're Barcelona. Don't get me wrong. They're not a terrible side, but the way people, if they were that good, they wouldn't be in the Europa League. That's what I said. That's simple. And go look at that group. That man was in a group with Inter Milan and Victoria P. No one in this chat can name 2 Victoria P players. So that's how I'm looking at it. But yeah, we got Real Betis in that, so I'm over the moon about that draw. And yeah, it's just the start of something good. We play West Ham on Wednesday. That's the FA Cup. Get through that, and then I think it's the FA Cup quarterfinals after that. That being said, Arsenal are out of that competition. Chelsea out of that competition. Liverpool out of that competition. Newcastle are also out of it as well. So it's only
these man. Do you know what's so mad for this? I was looking at your way to the final today, bruv. I believe, and this is not me discrediting Man United because they couldn't done anything else. Like, people, it's the luck of the draw, innit?
Absolutely.
But you had the easiest path in the sense where all the big teams got knocked out early.
Absolutely. And this is,
do you know what I'm saying? So you had the easiest part I've ever seen.
No, we did say that.
A big team have on a way to a final.
Facts. You did know that.
You know what I mean? And I'm not. That's not me trying to discredit the win, because, like I said, it's the luck of the draw, regardless. And then it's not on your shoulders that Chelsea lost to this team and Arsenal lost to that team and such and such and such like that. You know what I mean? That's not because of you. That's because of them, innit?
No.
So, but it's mad, bro. I was like, yo, that's.
I fully hear what you're saying, and I kept saying that the entire time. I've seen Manchester United win every trophy possible multiple times in my lifetime. Minus the 99 run, I can't tell you who we played in those runs. I've seen Manchester United win countless Premier Leagues. I've seen us win the Champions League twice. I've seen us win however many FA Cups, however many League Cups. I can't tell you who we played in the quarters and the semi-finals and group stages.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, because that's why when people say, "Oh, it's magical," get through, get past.
No, that's what I was trying to say. I'm not trying to discredit what.
Yeah. I know what
you know what I mean. It was just like I couldn't believe it. Like every major team was knocked out so early, like to the point where it was just United did their job, what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, I agree.
As a big club, they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. No,
the other big clubs around them didn't do what they were supposed to do, because even if one of them or two of them did, you would have met one of them at least in the final if you had got there, if not the semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But none of them got that far.
Go on, Ryan. What are you going to say? Say that again, Ryan.
But then people would discredit us because we played Tottenham in a Champions League final.
Yeah, because but that shouldn't. I don't care if we played. You know what I'm saying? Your local pub team in the Champions League final. If they're in the Champions League final and we beat them, I'm celebrating that Champions League. I don't care who we played. Like I said, 99 specific because we got.
Yeah, but some people seem to think that he shouldn't I'm
gonna say that because I'm a United fan. Of course, I'm a
I'm gonna say that because it's Tottenham, bro. It's Spurs, bro. That's my rival, fam. That's like, you know what I'm saying, like.
No, but I remember Jan saying that we were lucky because we played Tottenham in a final.
That was the most. Hey, listen, no disrespect here. That was the most deadest final I've ever seen, bro.
Ryan, of course she's gonna discredit you because you're Liverpool.
He did deserve to win the final. I'll say that.
No. Liverpool just.
There was a bullshit decision at the start, but
that's what ruined the game. What ruined the game was that decision at the start. I can't even lie. That ruined the whole game. They set the whole tempo for the game.
Ryan. That's a handball these days.
I mean, personally, I was. Hey, listen, Flawless. You know, I think you wasn't you in Liverpool that weekend yourself?
Possibly, I know. Probably.
I swear you was in. I don't know. It was my birthday weekend as well, wasn't it? I was in Liverpool, bro.
It was your birthday weekend. I was probably.
Yeah, I swear you was there. Yeah, you was there. You was there. Definitely was there. Yeah, because I was at with you and Jody and that on the night before. I remember we was in that pub, that bar upstairs, bruv, wherever that fucking place was, and they were shooting video. They were shooting the music video and that.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It was there. So the next day, I went out with T in it to watch the final in Liverpool. And obviously, man was just playing it off. I'm a Liverpool fan. I come from London. You know what I'm saying? I was just, because I'm not going to say I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm like,
I hear that. No, I get what you're saying. But in regards to
that, I swear to God, bro.
Take advantage of that. I say that about everything. Like, when we had that draw in the Europa League, I was like, yo, give me that Hungarian team I've never heard of. That's who I wanted. I'm kind of annoyed we got Bez. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bring me that team beginning with F.
But I didn't realize, I forgot it went like that. Yeah, I totally forgot because of this round that just been played, because it was the round who people who finished second played the dropouts of the Champions League. I completely forgot that the fixture list for the next round now we're going to be two completely different fixture lists.
Yeah,
I thought the teams that we get would be the same teams you could get.
Nah, it's not the same. So I was.
Yeah, I know that now. So when I saw the potentials you could, I said, "Are you taking the piss, bruv? We might. Why didn't we finish fucking second, bruv?" I swear that I was like, "You're taking the piss." I said, "So we got majority of the hardest teams, if you want to say that, in the Europa League." But
the benefit you've got though is that you can play the second leg at home.
You got it away first.
Yeah.
Well, so listen, I know you want all three, but I need to listen.
Because we got through the playoffs, our second leg is away.
Okay.
Whereas everybody else who won their group, like Arsenal and the rest, their second legs are at home. So like that's the advantage to it. But I still expect
I just need listen.
And I'm looking at
only two trophies we're in that. Listen, flawless. Listen, I know Lewis will definitely hate to hear this as an Arsenal fan, in it, but look, I need to see Arsenal lift the trophy. After you lifting that trophy, don't give a fuck if the Carabao Cup. After I see United lift the trophy in itself, I need Arsenal to lift a trophy. I don't care what trophy it is. Now, the problem Arsenal have right now, there's only two trophies we're in for right now. One being the Premier League, the other one, you're still in it, right? So I'm very sorry, bro. I need you to take that L against Real Betis. So we have an easy path to the final, and hopefully, maybe I know history it goes against Arsenal in European finals, but hopefully maybe we can turn it around and win that trophy if we fall short of the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Save our season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did see that. But like I said, both of them are opening up. I look at the Europa League, only Arsenal are the only team in that competition. I look at and go, yeah, that's a tough obstacle. Whether it's in the knockout tie, like a two-legged tie, whether it's a final. When I look at the FA Cup, 2 teams left. That I look at City and Spurs. They're the 2 teams I'm like, all right, you'd prefer to avoid. So hopefully City and Spurs both go out in the next FA Cup round, but I don't see that happening because they're both playing lower league opposition. I know City got Bristol. I knew you lot got some in the FA Cup.
We got Sheffield United.
Yeah, I knew you had lower league opposition. Is that their place or is that?
No, we've lost to this lot. Well, they were in the Prem anyway, but we also nearly lost to them in the League Cup. So, and the fact that we're playing away as well, I think it's that Bramall Lane atmosphere.
Hey, let's go, man. I
need you got West Ham, innit? You said.
Yeah, we got West Ham at home.
Right. Oh, minute. Yeah, you'll probably win that.
When you playing for us? What day?
Wednesday.
So same time as us. So we both get the same time as
yours.
For Sunday.
The same time. Yeah. No, Z. I'm not
big
scared.
Again, for the Raids.
Big up casually every single time. Z, I'm not scared. See, people getting mistaken. I'm talking about bring me the most favorable draw. So if I can take Spurs at home or I don't know who's left, Bristol City at home, I'm taking Bristol City. That's just maths. You know what I'm saying? Do I think we beat Spurs?
Hey,
yes.
We've got a 100% win record so far with Stellini.
Yeah, so that's my point is, why am I going to pick the Spurs when I can play Bristol City? That makes
you don't understand, man. Babe's emotional big time.
Yeah, that's just logic when you're talking about special occasion. Like I told him, and I say again, if you want a special occasion, get married. You know what I'm saying? We're talking high level, top level football here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't dreams. This ain't no Disney thing. This is not Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not watching something on TV. This ain't a series. This ain't a film. Like, I'm here to win. It's not script. I'm here to win. So yes, bring me the team who are lowest ranked. If there's a League 2 team left in the FA Cup, that's who I want to draw.
It's like our run to the FA Cup final. We had like Plymouth, Chesterfield, Middlesbrough.
Yeah, bring me. Yes. Bring me. That's not our fault who we play. Why am I going to pick Spurs? That's just stupid.
Yeah, literally. It's not like Swansea City would say, I'd rather have played Bradford. I think it was.
They got to Albi's
final than Chelsea in the final. Like, the easier the opponent, the better. Just get the job done.
Yeah, but my point is, Z, you're not getting my point. You're saying Spurs are crap, though. Who's better, Spurs or Bristol City?
Yeah,
I'm saying, give me.
Hang on a second, Ryan. What you're saying? Spurs are crap, but
no.
Z,
no. My man in the chat said it. Flawless is saying, not Spurs are crap.
No, that's what
I apologize, Ryan. I'll take that back. I was
he's saying
ready
this, and I'm
for
like,
an argument. I was so ready for it.
Z, you're missing my point. I'm not saying whether Spurs are good or not. What I'm saying is they are better than any championship side. They are better than any League 1 or League 2 side.
There's a reason they're top 4.
Why am I going to face Harry Kane when I can face a striker from League 2? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just common sense. Like, Spurs is a tougher game.
I think,
a tougher game.
And I think in a sense, we're underachieving a bit because we've got Conte out. Most of our midfielders are out. And all of a sudden, Emerson Royale is starting to perform wonders, and Oliver Skip.
He's starting to look like a footballer. I couldn't believe it last couple of games.
I don't know if this form will last, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm just really unsure. Like, we have played some tough oppositions at the same time. So, and we only lost 1-0 to AC Milan, and we were pretty unlucky not to.
You'll get through that tie. AC Milan are trash, and you're at home. You'll get through that.
I don't know. Like, we should do
AC Milan are not good,
an upset.
When's Conte back?
I saw that first leg.
This is right. This is a thing. Like, a few weeks ago, I was like really sticking up for Conte, but I might.
No. That's what I'm asking. When is he meant to be back?
I don't know. It's like recovery time from an operation. The other person.
Oh, so is he not going to make it back for AC Milan?
It's indefinite, so there's no like set time, but maybe he will be back towards the end of the season.
No, so he won't be back for AC Milan.
Maybe like 3 or 4 games. I've got no clue. We've not been given a time span of when he'll be back. Like,
but the likelihood of being him back for AC Milan, what's it looking like?
I've honestly got no clue, man.
Wait, when do you play AC Milan? Sorry, how long? When is the second leg? When is the second leg of fixtures?
It's Wednesday. No, the Wednesday after. It's the Wednesday after because we play Sheffield United on this.
Oh, so next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Yeah, the following one. Yeah, man. But I don't know, though, because with Stellini, I don't know if it's Conte giving the communication to him.
Conte's definitely got say in it, for sure. Of course he does.
Yeah, but I'm seeing Stellini react His reaction.
No, but you can't
to
tell me
making a
Conte don't
change.
choose the team and stuff.
No,
like
they
that.
perform better without him.
No, they have. But
I think you should give
Conte's
Stellini
having
the
say in
contract
the
at the end of the
It's not
season,
clear.
bro. I'll be
It's
real.
not clear who's like pulling the strings. Really, I've got the feeling the assistant manager might.
Well, you can
Stellini
have
might
Potter if
be
you
using
want.
his own initiative,
Yeah.
and he's doing a really good job.
Was
Because
it
I'm
yep?
seeing our wing backs play a complete different system. Never seen that under Conte.
Get him out my club. Yep.
And
Yeah,
under
Graham
this
Potter out.
manager, they're playing their best I've seen.
So
So-
Tottenham have a good assistant manager. I wish I had that, man. Can't lie.
Oh, I'd say we this is exactly what happened with.
Hey,
when
Wait,
they
he's
had
3-3 right now, isn't he?
Hey, Ryan, concentrate on getting a good first team manager. Right,
this
He's
is the thing,
3-3 right now.
I
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he 3-3?
Jurgen Norbert Klopp. Man.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
you're
Well,
clumping
AC
again,
Milan
ain't
he
you?
lost, but you know how it is in the Champions League. It's not
Why
an
are you looking at
all-round
me
loss.
like
I mean,
that?
all right, Premier League, is he 3-3
Premier
then?
League, he is 3-3. Yes, Man City.
But is he like
West Ham, and
4-3
Chelsea.
then? Is he 4? Is he 3-4? Sorry.
Well, hang on, no. So Man City, then Conte took charge for a bit, and then West Ham. So that's to.
I think he has won all his games.
Yeah, no. Yeah. If that's your question, yes, he's won all of his games. I'm just trying to work out.
Did he take charge of the AC Milan game?
No, Conte was there for that, and then that was when Conte.
Okay, so yeah, so he's 3-3 then.
Didn't
Yeah.
you lose
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Leicester in that run? You lost
Say
to
no
Leicester.
more. Hey, listen,
No,
you might have,
Conte
you might have a
was
little blessing in
managing us.
disguise
Conte
there,
was
bro.
Leicester. Yeah.
Yeah, Conte was manager then, and then that was when news announced after
Yeah.
that he's going to take a break. But it just reminds me, like, and I don't know, because I can't really see Conte staying at the end of the season. And if that's the case, and if Stellini wants a full-time role, well, so far, take the job, man. Like, this will be a repeat of Martin Jol when we got him in, when Santini decided to walk out, and then our assistant manager became, up there as one of our most liked managers
Oh
in
my
the
God,
last
I remember
15
mine,
years.
bro.
Yeah, he got into a bit of a bust up with Wenger. I remember that.
Fucking hell, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my, that 5-4. Oh my Lord.
And yo, just and yeah, go on, Sam. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, big up Alves Valentine's Day. Shout out to Lewis, US viewer. Love the content and perspective. Big up to yourself, Alves. Love for the love, my guy. Hope you're doing well, and also hang tight because we're terrible. But yeah, try and take your mind off things. Keep yourself busy. Forget about Chelsea.
And so, man, when I was talking about cup runs, the man says, "Oh, beating the big teams is more satisfying, more memorable." Yes, more memorable for you. Look at United's 99 run and the 08 run. The 99 run was much tougher and much
in
more
the Champions
historic.
League.
Yeah, in the Champions League, it was historic. We beat literally every team. We got drew in the group of death. We then played Inter Milan in the quarterfinals with Brazilian Ronaldo. We on them played Juventus with Zidane and Del Piero and all them man in the semi-final, and then the final was against Bayern Munich. Yeah, a stacked Bayern Munich side. Compare that to 08. The run
Who'd you play in 08?
Historic. Exactly.
I know you played Barca in the semis. I think,
Barca, Leon,
Leon,
Roma, or something like that. My point is, that's a personal preference. Cool. I'm not here for anyone's personal feelings. I couldn't care less. Go win the damn trophy.
Bro, you honestly think
I'm tired of this sentimental bullshit, man. It's nonsense. It's
if we'd have beaten Real Madrid in the final last season, you think I would have given a shit about us having a Europa League run to the final? Like, come on, bro. Like,
no, of course you want to.
If we'd have won the final, I wouldn't have given a shit.
Madrid, you're going to celebrate a Champions League.
You'll forever be Real Madrid
we had an
bitches,
easy run,
unfortunately, fam.
Okay.
The only way you win the Champions League is if you don't draw Real Madrid anyway.
Well, Chelsea drew them and they won it.
They packed you lot 5. So what are your thoughts on that, Ryan? That's what I want to hear. We ain't
going to Liverpool now.
Yeah, we going into it now. Yes, pause. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Great run of form, I reckon.
Probably been the worst week to be a fan, to be honest, for a long time. First, you have the prick announcing that he's not selling the club.
I need a break. 1 second. I just need a break.
What's wrong with him?
You started talking, yo. This guy drove Sam away. This guy drove Sam to the brink, yo. This guy drove Sam to the brink. Hey, out of context, sarcasm city. If you got that, clip that, please. I don't know if you're here. Yo, man drove Sam to the brink.
Man started talking and someone like, you know what? Fuck this shit, bro. I understand why Flawless left this group chat, bro.
Right, I feel bad. Ryan, carry on. Drama's over.
And then come out. Sorry, right? Go on.
Hey, Sam, this is what gives him his power because people feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
It's basic manners. Come on, Ryan. I was being rude. I do apologize, even if your opinion was outrageous. Come on, carry on, man. I'm being serious. Seriously, carry on. Just ignore me. Ignore flawless laughter. Mute him if you have to. If you have that control.
Man spoke for 5 seconds and had enough, fam. I said, nope.
Yo,
Not doing
man,
this.
I'll
the way
explain
man
all
shook his
that
head.
after first.
Yo, the way man said, I can't do this, yo. I'm going.
Man said, I can't do this, bro. Man said, this is worse than the Champions League final defeat.
Yo, Ryan, that's what you do to people, yo.
I don't even know what I said wrong.
Yo,
Why
we
is it
just
the
started
worst
talking.
week as a
You
Liverpool?
just opened your mouth and let words come out, bro.
Man said about
That's
5
the first
words
week
and
as a
Sam went, yo,
Liverpool fan.
this is it, yo, I'm
That's
done, yo.
why.
Hey, Lewis, I'm gonna cut you safe.
Oh my god, yo, out of context sarcasm. See, where are
I'm
you,
playing,
man?
man.
Please, someone clip that. Anybody clip that and please send that to me.
All right, go on, Ryan. What are you saying,
Please,
bro?
yeah, just please.
Yo, quick question. Why is it 2
It's the
young?
flawless laugh, fam. I swear
What?
down.
Oh, yeah, why is that too young?
Why is there 2 what?
One's bad enough. Why have you got 2? But like, is he still laughing? Like, what's he? You are so immature, bro. Honestly, I know you're a bit giddy after today, understandably, but
Nothing to do with that. That was just bad for that was like out of a sitcom. That's like someone wrote that out of a script. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
His
even
face-
say anything wrong.
This is
and
why
some-
I said you two need a sit like the
and-
goggle box thing. You
and-
two
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
I had to agree with you on
You know
that.
What is the
crazy is-
goggle box? You said
You
it
know
in the
what's
group
crazy is
chat,
I
like,
know
what was it
Sam
exactly?
genuinely meant that. You could see on his face there was
I'm-
no smile, there was no
serious.
smirk. Your man was like, "Fuck this." yo.
Goggle box,
I'm
man. You
taking
two would
5.
like
I was
literally
just
kill
pure.
the views.
What is the
I
goggle
can't
box?
lie, I
Because you
would
guys
pay
said
to
in the
watch
group
these
chat, I
two
didn't have a
Goggle
clue
Box
what you were
because yo,
talking about.
Ryan will come out with some outrageous shit, and you'll just see on Flawless's face before he even says anything to Ryan. You'll just see on Flawless like, is this guy fucking being for real? Right? Like, you know the face that certain face, bruv, and that's it, bruv. It'd be fucking comedy gold, bruv.
Oh man, really drew man to the
Man said, so basically, yeah, better man went, fuck this.
I pushed man over the edge, you know. It's been like 4
Said I
weeks.
can't take it.
Yeah, Ryan,
I'm
what are
out.
you saying anyway, bro? Rough week for Liverpool and all
Yeah,
that.
rough man.
It's been
Yeah,
a
hold
horrible
that,
week,
hold
bro. Like, it's been a horrible week. Like,
Hey,
first
Ryan,
get
before
the
you go
news-
on, yeah, listen, before you go on, yeah, quickly, yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I hate your club now? I didn't have any hatred for your club, but do you know what I hate your club now? Your club can
Go on.
hold it because of that prick, bruv. That prick, Jonathan Morley, bruv. He's got an obsession
I
over
can't
my
stand
club.
that
I
guy.
don't know
I
why,
can't
bruv.
stand him as well.
He's got an obsession over my club. Like, just leave
Bro,
my
he's a
club out of your
prick,
mouth,
man.
blood. Because every time he tried this
Yeah,
reverse
I know.
psychology bullshit, man, hold that. Sorry, Ryan. Continue.
Nah, but he's a prick anyway, bro.
Jonathan
There's more to
Morley.
it, but he's a prick anyway.
who's
Yeah,
that?
the one Toots calls the Quagmire.
If I showed you him after Lewis, you'd know who he is. If I showed you on Twitter.
All right, cool. Let me just Google it. But do your thing. What were you saying, bro?
Yeah, just a horrible week to be a fan. First you get the news that the Parasites don't want to sell.
Hold that.
Then the next night,
Him. Okay.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, innit? Yeah. And then to give that news for John W. Henry to give that news the day before our biggest game of the season, like you can't. What are they doing? You can't get worse timing than that. What the fuck was this idiot thinking? Like the day before our biggest game of the season, then you go into that game, and like what can I say? You're out of the Champions League after. I never thought we'd go through against Real, but I didn't think we'd be out after the first leg at the end of the day. Like, bro, like we were 2-0 up. We couldn't have wished to make a better start at the end of the day. 15 minutes in and 2-0 up. We were all over them.
Facts.
And Klopp got it wrong here because what he should have done, we should have sat back after we went 2-0 up. Like at the end of the day, we should have sat back because we couldn't keep that intensity up for the whole game. The intensity we showed in the 15 minutes, there's no way we could have kept it up for the whole game. Like Fabinho and Henderson only had 20 minutes in their legs. Like let's be real, they only had 20 minutes in them, and we should have sat back, stayed compact, like we kind of did against Man City in October when we beat them at Anfield. We sat back, were compact, made it tough for them to get through us, and then hit them on the counter. And we had enough counter-attacking threat against Real Madrid in Núñez and Salah. Enough counter-attacking threat. And those two made great starts to the game. Both of them scored. But, we kept you know, trying to attack, kept trying to play intensity, and they just caught us out. Like at the end of the day, it was just counter attack, especially in the second half from them. They destroyed us, and you know that's why I have to get onto Klopp, because you got the tactics wrong again. Like this season, he's been getting it wrong all season. It's pissing me off, and you know all the players, you know, in that game were just
Klopp in, yeah.
Nah, I'm still Klopp in it, but all the players in that game.
Klopp out, yeah.
Shut up, man.
Klopp in, yeah. Klopp out, yeah.
No,
I must have heard it about 7 times this year, bro.
No, but all of the plays in that game were just shambles in it. Like, I can't get onto Alison that much. I can't get onto him for the mistake because it was a bad mistake, and I think that was a turning point in the game. But he's been quality for us this season. I don't know where we'd be without him, so I'm not going to criticize him really. But the rest of Trent, Robertson, Gomez, Verge, you know, Fabinho, Henderson, the young kid I felt bad for, Badgekitic I felt bad for, to be honest. You know, what the fuck, man? Like Gomez, like I've said for time, this guy ain't good enough. 4 out of the 5 goals he had a part to play in. 4 out of the 5 goals. The first one he didn't close down Vinicius quick enough. The second one I don't blame him. People did. I don't blame him. That was all Alison, to be honest with you. The third goal, he gave away a pointless free kick, which they scored from. He didn't need to
Trent
give
got
that
cooked. That's why he gave it away. But you're right.
Yeah, I agree. Trent was also to blame, but Gomez
shouldn't have crashed into Vinicius. Yeah.
But Gomez didn't need to.
Before you can
go in anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. No, Ryan, I agree.
Yeah, I'm flopping.
Crazy day. United won a trophy for the first time in 6 years, and we agreed on 2 things. But go to Ram's comment, please, before you just put out. Because I'll let you respond to that, please, Ryan, from Ram.
Yeah, I'm Klopp. Yeah, because everyone knows that I was Klopp out for a few months, but it was a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I'd say, where I had a week off uni, sat down, was in a few spaces during the week on Twitter, and I realised to myself, I contemplated, and then that's when I went. I actually became Klopp in a few days before the Merseyside derby, so it weren't the results that changed my mind. So honestly, I promise you, it wasn't. So yeah, where was I getting on? Oh my God, you guys are horrible. No, trust me.
Bruv. What the fuck?
What an interesting spiritual journey you had there, Ryan.
I became Klopp in like 3 weeks ago. About 2.5 weeks.
I'm saying you have to clarify because Ram didn't know, so there's probably others.
I thought Ram did. I told Ram.
Well, clearly he didn't because he said, "Wait, hang on, Ryan is Klopp in with a question mark," which lets us know he didn't know. Big up to Ram as well.
I'm Klopp in.
I can still criticize that bullshit.
No one's saying that you can't criticize him. We're saying that you are Klopp in, Klopp out as much as the wind changes.
I only changed because I went Klopp out. But now I'm Klopp back in.
Now you know why Sam after 5 seconds said "fuck this shit" and walked off, bruv.
I'll never get over that.
Now you know why Sam was like, you know what, fuck this, I can't do this.
No, the reason why I did that is, and I said this to Lewis as well, it's just this like, it's the hyperbole. Like, I know I've done it myself before as well. Everyone has. But to say it's like the worst of your life or worst ever time supporting Liverpool, Chelsea.
No, it's not the worst time. It's not the worst time. Like,
it is the
worst ever week then. Like,
no, I should have said that, but it's been a bad week because it's like everything.
But I guarantee you, the week where you turned Klopp in, that was a great week, though.
I enjoyed that week. That was a week off uni and stuff. It was a good week, man. But no, in all seriousness,
so you're just a bit less stressed than you thought. You know what? I'll give
I just had enough. I had enough.
That's literally what it was.
Hey, listen. If they hold another fight, if they hold another 5 at Burnabout, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it right now. This guy's gonna shout Klopp out. I'm calling it right now. If that's if he don't shout Klopp out beforehand. I reckon the turning point for him is if they hold like 4 or 5 at the Burnabout. This guy's gonna shout Klopp out.
Man, I'm not invested into this season. I'm really not invested into the season anymore. We got really nothing to play for. So I'm gonna give a shit if we got beat by Madrid.
Lewis, you're right, man. He was less stressed in his own life, and he was like, you know what? Let's give Klopp a second.
Give Klopp a chance.
Give Klopp a second. No, but in all seriousness, going back to the Real Madrid game, Gomez again. What
was it?
Like said, he gives away a pointless free kick. 4th goal. What the fuck was that attempt to block? And it deflected in off him. And the 5th goal he was involved in as well. Bro,
I don't think he was on the pitch. Was he on the pitch for the
Konate was fit and he'd have played, I'm not saying we'd go through, but we'd still be in this tie. And this ain't me just blaming Gomez because all the others were shit as well. I'm not. But bro, when you've got a part to play in 4 of the 5 goals,
Yeah,
come on, bro. Like, you
spot on.
deserve a lot of credit. 4 of the 5 goals. We'd still be in the tie if it weren't for you. Let's be real.
Are you
I'm not
blaming
saying
him for the
we'd have a
deflection?
chance. Like, we're out of it.
No, I
and a
don't
lot
blame
of the
him for the
reason why is
deflection, no.
because of him. And like I said, he's not the only reason, but he's a big reason at the end of the day. So, yeah, embarrassing result. Embarrassing night.
Are you blaming him for Alison?
No, I said that's the only goal I don't blame. That I
Okay, so
give
what
no
about the
blame to him
deflection?
for.
Do you
That's
blame him
all
for the
Alison.
deflection?
Huh?
Do you blame him for the deflected goal?
Yeah, it was a pathetic attempt to block it.
Is that the Benzema one?
That could have
Yeah.
happened to anyone.
No, it was a bad. You watch
What
it again,
happens
was a
if it
bad attempt
deflects
to
and it
block
goes wide?
No, but watch it. It
It's
was
a
a
great,
bad attempt.
it's a
to
great
block
challenge.
it.
Then
It wasn't, bro. Like, he wasn't good, man. I'm telling you, it was a bad
that could
attempt to
happen.
block it,
That
man.
could be anyone, bro. That could happen to anyone, bro.
No, but at least make a good attempt to block it. That just wasn't a good attempt to block it. At the
What are
end
you
of the
talking
day.
about when
Well,
you
he got
conceded
a
the
deflected
goal
one,
to Vinicius?
It was the 4th
No,
goal.
no,
they
no. The
scored.
Benzema one, the
Oh.
4th one.
It was
The
the
4th one. I
4th
know there's a
goal.
lot to choose from,
It's the
Sam,
thought
so we
that
gotta narrow
counts,
it
bro.
down.
He got something to it.
And
The
then
thought that counts, bro.
and then we
At
go
least
to
he
the
tried.
Palace
Didn't see
game.
Trent try and get there. Didn't see Mr. Van Disney try and get there.
Whatever. And then we get to the Palace game.
Exactly, bro. What do you mean, fair? What do you exactly,
Cam,
bro?
let
You
him go,
can't
man.
blame him just for that, bro.
Cam, let him go, man. Let him go.
Cam, let him land.
Then we go to the Palace
3
game.
out of 5, I'll blame him.
No, it was 4.
Go on,
Then we
Cam.
get to the Palace game, and it was just
No.
boring. Just like what? It was one of the most boring games I've ever watched. Like, there wasn't a point in that game, maybe after the first 20 minutes, where I thought we were going to win. Like, yeah, we kept a clean sheet. People are gassing this 3 clean sheets in a row shit and all this. Bro, the 3 clean sheets in a row in the league came against 3 teams that can't score goals. So really, like, it's not really that much of a big deal. They came against Everton, Newcastle, and Palace.
You know what, Ryan? You're spot on.
Palace have scored 4 goals in the last 7 games.
No,
Everton are a Sean Dyche team, and Newcastle, we spoke about their lack of goals.
Yeah.
So this whole 3 clean sheets in a row business is bollocks because it doesn't mean much. So, yeah, like, defensively, we still look fragile. Trent had a shocker yesterday. Can't defend that performance at all. Disgraceful performance, if I'm being real. Van Dijk was all right. Didn't have much to do. Matip was poor first half. Improved a bit second half. The midfield was trash. Fabinho came off the bench, but he was shit. Henderson, shit, and stopping us from scoring goals. Because that Trent free kick was in.
What about Elliot?
Nah, he could get out of the way of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it was going in, fam. He's
No. I'm not saying it couldn't go in. I'm saying Henderson couldn't have got. Do you see the pace that was traveling at? Like, there's no way he could have got out.
It was such a good free kick, man.
Yeah, he didn't wait it to hit him. That's just unlucky.
What about Elliot?
You know my feelings about Elliot. He came on, had a good first 5 minutes, but then kept losing the ball after that, bro. But I have no expectations for this guy. But we were shit before him anyway, so I don't really care about
overhyped as a 16-year-old. That was the problem.
No, but we were poor before Elliot came on anyway, so it's not really that much of a big thing.
What?
Like. No, we were poor before.
You signed him
Elliot...
just after you won the Champions League final, I swear.
No, he's talking about the game.
Right.
No, I mean, I'm talking about the first half because he came on at half time. Because Naby Keita put in a disaster class as well. That was a proper 0 out of 10 performance by him. Like, him and Trent were our worst players in that first half by a mile. And he took him off because he didn't want him to get sent off, rightly so. Milner was the least shit out of our midfielders, which says a lot. And when he got moved to right back, I lost all hope in that game. I just lost all hope in that game when Milner got moved to right back. I was like, Klopp, why do you keep doing this?
Wait, it wasn't the 5 goals. You lost hope when Milner got moved to right back.
No, I'm talking about this game. I'm talking about just the game.
Oh, the Palace game. Sorry.
Albas, I'll get to this, but Ram says, "Now, Ryan, you need to explain yourself."
Bro, Elliot's not done. The guy never started, bro. Like, why are we saying he's done? He never started, fam. Let's be real. We just gassed it up. Bro, he's not good enough. But again, like, it's on Klopp for playing him too much. Like, that's where it is, man. But and the attack was poor yesterday. The attack was shocking. Salah wasn't good. Jota wasn't good. But then I can allow Jota a bit because he's obviously his first start back. He's only just come back, so he'll be a bit rusty. He's been out for a long time. But I don't think the left-hand side is his best position. I think he's better down the middle. Gakpo was poor, but then he's been okay last couple of games in the league, so I kind of allow him. But I think we really missed Núñez yesterday, and I've never thought I'd say that, but I thought we really missed him, to be honest. Like, he's actually becoming one of our most important players in the way we attack, to be fair, because he's the one who really, because I think that left-sided role really suits him more than down the middle, and his pace and power really causes so many problems for teams. His pace and power is our main threat at the end of the day. Like, it's our main threat, like, in terms of us attacking teams. So he was a big miss as well. I think he should be back for the next game, or definitely the United game on the weekend. So that's a positive. And we're getting some players back, like Konate should be back now, I think. Diaz should be back soon. I think Thiago's still a bit away, to be honest. So we're getting some players back, which is good. But yeah, we're not getting top 4, to be honest. I think we should get it, but I don't think we got it in us to get it this season. But I'm not really too bothered about that. I mean, top 4, like, if anything, that will just paper over cracks, to be honest, if we got it.
You don't even want it.
I want it, because of course I want to be in Champions League, but I'm saying that there's positives and negatives. If we don't get it, it highlights the need even more for a big squad rebuild in the summer. And obviously if we get top 4, it will paper over cracks. Top Reds will hail it like it's some sort of an achievement to get top 4 with the position we were in, and it will make people think that some of these players are still good enough, whereas they're not.
Sorry, I had to cut you off. It's a genuine question because I don't really know too much about your fan base, but So what is a top red then? Is it just basically a happy clapper? Is it a firm of part of a stand? I don't know who they are, to be honest.
There's a few different elements to being a top red, I feel. That's the thing. There's a few different things.
Is it based on an opinion or based on a group of people?
Based on the way they act, so a group of people, the way they act in terms of it's kind of, just that. In terms of refusing to criticize players and managers and all that, having a go at fans who criticize players and managers, thinking they're better fans than others, stuff like that. You get what I mean? It's like when Lewis knows, like Lewis, the Chelsea versions of proper Chelsea and all that. Like, his own top reds in his fan base as well. Like, it's just that sort of stuff at the end of the day.
Proper Chelsea.
The only thing that kind of I was happy with in the last week was Klopp's press conference on the Friday. Like, I was pretty gassed at that press conference still, because he said stuff that he never really says, like he's never said before, and that was the fact he put pressure on FSG. Not like directly, it was not like FSG you need to spend saying that directly, but what he said was definitely putting pressure on them. Do you get what I mean? Which is something he never does. So I was really happy with that, because I have always seen him as kind of a yes man for them. But the other day was like, nah, you actually seriously put some pressure on them, which I was really happy with, to be honest with him. So that's one positive I take out of last week. So I'm still behind Klopp, of course, because I think
press conference.
If Klopp was able to spend money, I do think he'll take us back. I do think he can definitely take us back to the top, because he's already had us at the top, to be honest. He's already won us every trophy. So if he had more money, if he was able to spend, because there's no doubt, like, people who say, like, oh, he has spent money, like, he has, but he's not spent as much as other clubs in it. Let's be real. He's not being as backed, in my opinion, as what he should have been in it, what he deserves to be. And if, we do need a big rebuild, and if he gets that opportunity, I do think he can take us back to the top. So that's why I'm behind him. But like I said, if he does get money to spend, there's no excuses for him then at the end of the day. I have to admit, Klopp this season himself has been very poor. Tactically, he's been shocking. His in-game management has been absolutely atrocious this season. Atrocious. Like, we praise Ten Hag for how amazing his in-game management has been, and Ten Hag's been brilliant at it this season. Klopp's has been arguably the worst in the league, maybe with a Potter, because Klopp's has been...
Potter should be up there too.
Yeah, I agree, but Klopp's has been so bad as well, man. Like, so bad. It's frustrating seeing his substitutions and stuff, like... But I'm still backing him, and it's just getting through this season, man. I'm not really too invested in this season anymore. Like, there's nothing to play for. We can't win a trophy. Top 4, yeah, we can get it, but it don't really bother me if we do or don't. Because, so that's why the result yesterday didn't really bother me too much, to be honest with you. Like, it really didn't bother me. So, yeah, just...
season over. I enjoyed the game.
I had to
Shut
switch
up.
off after about half an hour. I was like,
I did, man. Man said it.
How
Maybe
did
it's
you
'cause I don't
enjoy
like
that
Liverpool.
game? It was one of the
Seeing you
worst games of football I've ever seen.
Because seeing you lot in the shit makes me happy. That's why. I will
Nah, but
be
you know
there.
what? You know what I deeped it?
Yes.
Me and Flawless, this is what hurts as well. Me and Flawless just swapped places from this time last year. This time last year, it was me winning the Carabao Cup. It was me in the hunt for 4 trophies.
Absolutely.
And Flawless's team was in the
it was me.
like my team's in the shit.
It was.
We've
And that
literally
was-
swapped
It should've been
places.
me.
We have.
me.
And we took one chain and we taken the other. You know what I'm saying? We took the
No, but
Carabao Cup
Flawless,
chain, we taking the
literally,
FA Cup
like,
chain. Yeah.
You're literally me from last season. It's mad.
Yeah, I'll never be you, but yeah, I hear that.
No, but you
I'm
know
saying.
what I mean. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
won
I
the
get your
Carabao
point.
Cup on the hunt
Yeah,
for
man.
4 trophies. You get the
Enjoy,
season
man. You know what I'm saying?
like-
Could happen to a nicer
Yo,
fan
it's
base
good
and a
being in the
nicer
hunt
team,
for a
nicer
quad
guy.
though. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, being on for A trebles fun, yes. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Very
said the
much fun.
quad.
Yeah, them words are never leaving my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's you. That's a you think.
Big up Alvis saying if you want to be on the level of a Real Madrid or PSG, ask yourselves would they accept this run of results, bro? We have conceded the least amount of goals in England, let alone the Premier League. I'm not the least amount. We've scored the least amount of goals in England. League Two, League One, Championship. They've all scored more goals than we have. None of them would accept that.
Lewis, can I address a comment quick? And
yeah, sure. Rigo Park says without the 4 wins under Tuchel, we'd be in relegation. Probably would be. Yeah. Got barely any points anyway. Go on, Ryan. What were you saying?
Where someone says Klopp's proud of not spending money. I don't think he's been proud of not spending money. He just uses it as an excuse over the years. That's what he's not proud of it. He just uses it as an excuse. But now you can tell like he wants to spend money. Like he said it in his interviews. Like I think he said the other day, like in that press conference, he said other teams around us are investing loads of money. We just can't ignore that. And he's saying that there needs to be big changes in the squad. So this guy wants to spend money. But and then he said, so there's no doubt he wants to spend money, which is good. But then he also said, like, he said, we've been to 3 Champions League finals, something like that. We've won every trophy. The money's massive there. It's basically saying that we should have the money there to spend because of how well I've done for you. That's Klopp's way of saying, like, I've made you a lot of money. We got to 3 Champions League finals. I've made you that money, so why don't you let me spend it? That's his way of putting pressure on FSG, which I really like. So he wants to spend money and he's put pressure on the owners. So
put the pressure on, man.
It's up to them now. It's up to them. I can't blame Klopp now because it's up to them now to let him spend the money. And if he gets that wrong, then if Klopp's allowed to spend the money and gets it wrong, then that's on him at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, you still here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys won, what was it, 4-1 against Bournemouth? Yeah. Pretty straightforward result, I'm guessing. I didn't catch any of it. Decent first goals, though.
We actually played well for more than one half of football, which was good. I think City, the issue we've had this.
Sorry, Anne, I'm gonna go to everyone. I'm gonna go now. I'm fucking.
Big up, Sam. Congratulations on the 3 points.
Big up, Sam, man.
Fuck you, Chelsea.
Yeah, no one cares about City. Big up.
Hold that.
Big up, Sam.
Yeah, I think the problem with City this season has been some of our key players have been underperforming. And we just don't seem to be able to go on a run of wins. So it looked like we might be doing it, and then we dropped points to Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, it just seems to be a bit bitty in how we're playing. But that was a good performance from us. We did concede at the end, but by then Pep had sort of taken off Rodri, I think we had a midfield of Peroni.
Yeah, the game was done by that point anyway.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips, and it was pretty much.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but it is concerning though that we can't seem to keep a clean sheet. And against like Nottingham Forest, I didn't watch the whole game, but it was one of them games that City should have won. Like, you had so many chances to win that 2-3-0.
Odin, Haaland, De Bruyne.
Yeah, there's just De Bruyne's not. He didn't even play the other day. He's still injured, I think. But yeah, I think we'll have to see what happens. I think it's difficult to kind of know what's going to happen next because we don't seem to be going on like a run of wins or anything like that. But yeah, it's weird because I feel like we've had quite a poor season, but we're still in a title race and it's still not that far away. Do you know
just
what I mean?
gotta get that winning run sorted and soon. Like, I'm literally begging you guys, please.
Please
Well,
don't.
I watched the game though, Jan. You lot did play well. You lot played very well.
Yeah, I think
played
that
very,
was
very well.
our best performances.
I need to see Lewis tears this year.
Nope, I need United save us in the Europa League.
Need to see. You know, I need to see my team lift the trophy. Yes.
Unite, guys.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Hey,
look at this guy.
That's disgusting.
Oh my! Look at this beg.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Look at this absolute beg, bruv.
You might as well
this is reaching to a new level, Lewis. This is a new low, bruv. Even for you. This is a new low, even for you.
This is just straight. This
ain't my team. I ain't involved.
This is just undignified. Now you put this on the screen. This is undignified.
Nah, fam.
That's you guys.
You listen. Why? Listen. You spent 600 million, bruv. Why can't your team do it, bro?
We're shit. We're not involved.
I know, but shit. That you're begging others to do it for you, bruv.
I just said we're shit.
I know, bruv. 600 million, you still can't buy a win, bro. How about that,
bro? You guys can save football together.
We got the Europa League by ourselves. Yes, we can deal with it.
Yeah, and you, man, you got Yannicka. You guys got the fucking Premier League.
Look at this team. Why is my team getting teamed up and gone? Fuck, what have we done to your teams? Have we personally come to your house and said, you know what? If you don't do this, like, bruv.
Yes, you guys.
Why so personal, bruv? What is it with Arsenal, bruv?
I'm not interested in being in London while Arsenal are Premier League champions.
Listen, when's the last day of the season?
Look at money in it. There you go.
When's the last day of the season?
You know what? I probably would do.
Yeah, man,
I probably would shout you
roll out that night. Yeah,
I will not be here for the trophy parade. That's for sure.
When's the last day of the season?
I think somewhere. I don't give a shit.
I don't know this. Jan, when's the last day game of the season? You should know this.
May something.
There you go. May something.
Fuck, that gives it away.
Yeah, man. May something, man.
I don't know. To be fair.
It'll be. I think it's the 28th of May. 28th of May.
That's late.
Oh, that's
the 29th.
That's 3 days before my birthday, bro.
The anniversary of the Champions League file. Fucking hate this.
Oh shit! I just got Europa League finals on my birthday. We're winning Europa League and Champions League.
What is it? Wait,
anniversary of our Champions League win will be their trophy parade. This game is
crazy. What day is the Europa League final?
Yeah, get me, blood.
What's the date? What's the date?
What?
Of the Europa League final?
31st.
Of May?
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking. All right, fair.
That's my birthday, and then next year we're at Wembley. Bruv, it's setting stars, bruv. I see it.
31st,
Don't call me Mystic Meg.
I'll get you a triple of whatever when you don't get packed. You know what I'm saying? By us.
Nah, bruv. When you get packed by Real Betis, calm.
Just know that's a Wednesday. Don't
say that again. What'd you say, Lewis?
I was saying that's a Wednesday, so don't duck the Q&A if you lose, Cam.
The Q&A? It's my birthday, bro. You think I'm coming? Man, out of here, bro. I won't even be here, fam. I'm going to be down myself, bro.
Yeah, I'll be there too, hiding.
Bro, listen, I'm a smoker and I've not been down, bro. And everywhere's getting legalized now. Delegalized now, bro.
No, aren't they just only saying you can smoke it in coffee shops?
Yeah, exactly, bro. But I wanted to go and smoke everywhere when you could.
It just sounds like England's coffee shops. You probably still walk around and bun one and no one's going to say shit.
I'd still do it anyway, regardless. I do it here, so I don't care.
Damn, what are they going to do? Say, no, you can't smoke?
But yeah, man. So, yeah, man. The trophy parade, yeah. Lewis, yeah. Hold that.
Yeah, I won't be here. I'll be in Dam.
Nah, bruv. You'll be
I won't be here. Trophy parade, I won't be here.
You'll be here.
You won't catch me. But where you will catch us, that's a brilliant segue, is Flawless's Q&A. We're just heading over there now. We're going to wrap up here. Don't go anywhere. Raid's already set, so we're all going to head over to Flawless's channel. We're going to recap Chelsea again and everything else. Probably United win the Carabao Cup and everything like that too.
You pull it up,
yeah. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay. Right,
but yeah, big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe. There's
Still top of that league.
There's nothing to trust. Just up the
Hold that,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.